Hello and welcome to another video. In this episode, we are going to talk about data centers and how they can destroy the world. Is that possible? Welcome to the future, where artificial intelligence powers our cities, drives our cars, and assists in our daily lives. But there's a hidden cost in this convenience that is impacting our environment in ways we might not realize. AI technologies, particularly those involving deep learning and large language models, require immense computational power. This means that vast data centers filled with servers working around the clock and consuming electricity and generating heat. The energy demands of AI have been skyrocketing. A study by the University of Massachusetts found that training a single AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars over their lifetimes. As AI models become more sophisticated, the computational requirements grow exponentially. We're talking about millions of calculations per second, which translates to significant energy use. The environmental impact is twofold: direct electricity consumption and also the carbon footprint of manufacturing and maintaining these massive data centers. But not all energy sources are created equal. While some data centers are powered by renewable energy, many still rely on fossil fuels, which contribute to greenhouse and gas emissions. Fortunately, the tech industry is aware of these challenges. Researchers are developing more efficient algorithms and hardware to reduce the energy footprint of AI. Techniques like quantization, pruning, and the use of specialized AI chips are promising steps in the right direction. Major tech companies are also taking action. Google, for instance, has committed to running its data center on carbon-free energy by 2030. Microsoft aims to be carbon negative by 2030. These initiatives are crucial for mitigating the environmental impact of AI. Let's now look at some news that illustrate this reality. This article here is called Big Tech's Great AI Power Grab. This article appeared on The Economist. Basically, they are saying that big techs want more computing power and a lot more. According to the latest quarterly reports, Alphabet, owner of Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, the world's cloud computer giants, collectively invested $40 billion between January and March, and most of it in data centers to deal with growing artificial intelligence workloads. It also says that Meta, which does not have a cloud business but run a data-hungry social media empire, said its capital expenditure could reach $40 billion this year as a result of AI-related projects. And this is not far off the $50 billion that Saudi Aramco, the oil colossus, is planning to splurge. Microsoft is likely to spend even more. Another article appeared in Vox. Here they say that AI already uses as much energy as a small country, and it's only beginning. The energy needed to support data storage is expected to double by 2026. Basically, here they say that the International Energy Agency issued a forecast for global energy use. It included for the first time were projections for electricity consumption with data centers, cryptocurrency, which is another very heavy user of energy, and AI. The IEA estimates that added together, this usage represents almost 2% of global energy demand in 2022, and that demand for these uses could double by 2026. Okay, so what these articles are saying essentially is that the use of AI is not free and it's not so good as people imagine. The reality is that AI expends a lot of energy, and most of this energy has to come from non-renewable sources, which is the current situation. So when you go to your AI tool, like for example ChatGPT, you are entering the information in your browser, and in your point of view, there is not much going on other than waiting a few seconds and receiving the answer. The reality, however, is that all the calculations that are going on in the background are spending a lot of energy. Your query is going to a data center somewhere and it's spending a lot of energy, much more than the energy that is consumed by your laptop or your personal device. Sometimes these queries are running on data centers that have very power hungry computers, and it takes a lot of energy to answer a simple query that has been made. So the reality of AI is that they are playing a trick on our population. You think that AI is a very convenient and very green kind of technology, but the reality is that you are just transferring your data and they are running a very power hungry process on the background. So everything that you do on AI will generate a footprint. You just cannot see it happening, but it's happening somewhere. And it's in terms of energy utilization, it is in terms of fuel usage, it is also in terms of the creation of new devices that have to be added to data centers to answer those queries. So in reality, you should never think that AI is a clean technology. It is really running on a lot of energy that the world needs to provide for its consumption. Here is another article that explains some of this. It's from the World Economic Forum and tells how to manage AI's energy demand today, tomorrow, and in the future. Here are the main topics. The computational power required for sustaining AI rise is doubling roughly every 100 days. It's imperative that we balance the progression of AI with the imperatives of sustainability, and there are steps that we can take immediately to manage AI in the great green transition. So here are some very alarming facts. Remarkably, the computational power required for sustaining AI rise is doubling roughly every 100 days. To achieve a tenfold improvement in AI model efficiency, the computational power demand could surge up to 10,000 times. Energy required to run AI tasks is already accelerating with an annual growth rate between 26 and 36%. This means that by 2028, AI could be using more power than the entire country of Iceland used in 2021. So you see that these technologies are very power hungry and they are not as green and as cheap to use as some people believe. And the reality is that AI companies don't want you to see this. They don't want to understand that a lot of the power of the energy of the world is now being sucked by this kind of technology. Now, there might be benefits of using AI technology, but this doesn't mean that everything is free and good. Here's another article from MIT Technology Review, which explains and quantifies this a little more. They are saying here that training a single AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars in their lifetimes. So training an AI model is something that is necessary for models to answer questions. So when you receive a question, this means that the model was trained. And for each single model, they are spending as much carbon as 5 cars through their whole lives. So this means that the more models they create, and believe me, there might be many AI models that are necessary to run a high-profile system. So just for training, they are already emitting a lot of carbon. It's really a very terrible carbon footprint, as they say here in this article. Another thing that they say is that the artificial intelligence industry is often compared to the oil industry. Once mined and refined, data like oil can be a highly lucrative commodity. But this metaphor may extend even further. Like its fossil fuel counterpart, the process of deep learning has an outsized environmental impact. Okay, guys, so this is the summary. The reality of AI is that there is a lot of energy that is expended by the models that have been created. And every time there's more and more investment in AI, we have to expend more energy. The increasing energy demands of AI pose significant challenges, but we hope that with innovation and commitment to sustainability, we can in the end balance these scales. By developing energy efficient technologies and harnessing the power of renewable resources, we may ensure that AI serves its force for good. But for the moment, we still have to deal with the results of the energy consumed by AIs. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what we discussed, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and see you in the next episode.